Yeah.
Some guy called over here, a doctor. He's looking for a driver. You interested?
I am not a medical doctor. I'm a musician. I'm about to embark on a concert tour in the Deep South. What other experience do you have?
In 1962, Don Shirley, an African-American jazz musician, made a tour of America's Deep South. He took Tony Vallelonga, an Italian-American bouncer, as his driver and personal aide. This was an unusual pairing, a musician with doctorates and international fame, and a man who made his name helping protect mobsters in New York. This is the setup for Green Book, a film exploring the duo's journey. And for my money, it's probably the best film released in the last year.
Who would be interacting with some of the wealthiest people in the country? It is my feeling that your diction could use some finessing. But why you bring? Because you can do better, Mr. Vallelonga.
Don Shirley thinks Tony can do better and sets about encouraging him to overcome his limited worldview to become a better man. But Shirley himself has problems. Much of the film looks at how he tries to escape the effects of racist Jim Crow laws that limited black Americans' freedoms in the pre-civil rights era.
This gentleman says that I'm not permitted to dine here. I'm afraid not.
How does he smile and shake their hands like that?
Because it takes courage to change people's hearts.
In trying to overcome white America's prejudices about black people, he's turned himself into someone who doesn't really have a community at all, neither white nor black. For all his international fame, he still can't get a seat in a restaurant, even if he's been hired to play there. He has to depend upon the Green Book of the film's title, a road guide to black-friendly motels, to find a bed to sleep in at night. Meanwhile, his white backing musicians and driver can book into top-class hotels. And in some places, he's even beaten and arrested for daring to show his face after sunset. This is a complicated story and needs strong performances to keep it together. Thankfully, the two lead characters are played superbly. Mahershala Ali brings incredible sensitivity to his role as Don Shirley. He's always hovering between disdain for Tony's appalling behaviour and anguish for the hatred he faces on his tour. At one point, Shirley finds himself in a county jailhouse after Tony fights to protect him. Ali combines disgust, grief, shame and anger in just a few minutes of screen time. It's a stunning performance.
So if I'm not black enough, and if I'm not white enough, then tell me, Tony, what am I?
But the real star is Viggo Mortensen as Tony Vallelonga. Mortensen's performance is certainly the best I've seen in the last year, and one of the actor's finest ever. He put on more than 2 stone to come up to shape as the scarred bruiser and mastered the Italian-American accent.
Your music, what you do, only you can do that.
Just like Ali as Don Shirley, Mortensen exposes the inner weaknesses lying beneath Tony's brash character. This is a man who is more at home with disadvantaged black people than his wealthy African-American boss. But he can barely string a sentence together while writing to his wife. In fact, some of the film's most touching scenes show Tony being schooled in romantic writing by Shirley.
Dear Dolores, D-E-A-R, this is an animal. As I'm writing this letter, I'm eating potato chips, and I'm starting to get thirsty. And you know this is pathetic, right? Tell me what you're trying to say.
I don't know. Yeah, I miss her.
Then say that. But do it in a manner that no one else has ever done it before. Something like, put this down. Falling in love with you was the easiest thing I've ever done.
Nothing matters to me but you. And every day I'm alive, I'm aware of this. I loved you the day I met you. I love you today, and I will love you the rest of my life. So can I put P.S. Kiss the Kids?
A P.S.?
Yeah, like at the end.
That's like clanging a cowbell at the end of Shostakovich's The 7th.
Right. That's good.
It's perfect, Tony.
The film is directed by Peter Farrelly, whose other credits include Dumb and Dumber, There's Something About Mary, and Me, Myself and Irene. So viewers should expect some comedy to lighten the drama. But the drama is never far from the screen, as this odd couple take a tour of their own prejudices, even as they explore an America distorted by hatred and racism. Looking at the news these days, it looks like Green Book has arrived at the right time too.
What do we do about the bones?
We do this.
Pick it up, Tony.
Squirrels would have ate it anyway.
Pick it up.